Ishan, you're still staring at that bench, Dia said, nudging my shoulder. It's been years. I know what I'm doing. I muttered. No, you're doing what you always do, chasing ghosts. I didn't answer. My eyes stayed locked on the spot where Arya and I had promised to meet. It was cracked now, moss creeping through the wood, but I still saw her there, laughing, swinging her legs, telling me we'd run away together. You really thought she'd show up? Kunal's voice came from behind. After all this time, she promised. I said, she lied. He replied, no, I snapped. She wouldn't just leave. Not like that. Not without a reason. She didn't leave you a note, Ishan. No message. No explanation. She's gone. That is the reason. My fist clenched. I looked everywhere. I searched the entire town. I waited in the rain. The station. Her house. I begged her mom to tell me something, anything. Kunal sighed. You did everything you could, but maybe she didn't want to be found. She wanted to be found, I said quietly. She just couldn't be. Dia sat next to me. Ishan, we were kids. 17. Maybe something happened that had nothing to do with you. But it was about me. I looked at her. You weren't there that night. She held my hand and said, tomorrow we leave. We packed bags. Picked the time. 5 a.m. By 5:10, I was already scared. By 6 o'clock, I was empty. Dia hesitated. And then you stopped talking to anyone. Locked yourself in your room for a week. We thought you were losing it. Because I said, you don't just get over something like that. Yeah, but you can't keep living in that morning forever, Kunal added. She didn't come, and she never looked back. My throat tightened. You think I don't know that? Silence. Just the wind rustling the leaves. She was my whole world, Kunal. And she shattered it. I stood up, pacing. It wasn't just love. We had plans. A future. She hated this town more than I did. She had more reasons to leave. So why didn't she take you with her? Dia asked softly. I don't know. I whispered. And that was the worst part. The not knowing. The black hole she left behind. Swallowing everything good in me. I checked the train. I continued. No ticket in her name. No CCTV footage. Her phone was off. Her room was spotless. No signs of a struggle. No signs of anything, Kunal said. It was like she just disappeared into thin air. She didn't even tell me goodbye. Dia touched my hand. Maybe she couldn't. I would have understood, I said, if she was in danger, if someone forced her. But the silence, how do you live with that? You don't, Kunal muttered. You become you. I gave a bitter laugh. Yeah, the guy who doesn't believe in anything. Not love, not promises, not people. You used to write poems about her, Dia said. Now, all you write is silence. I write reality, I said, because love is just a word people use before they leave. Kunal folded his arms. You sure she didn't just play you? She cried when we kissed goodbye. I shot back. Tears don't lie. People do. I turned away. She said she loved me. And she left anyway. He said, stop, Dia said sharply. Let him have this. Let him feel it. The pain was old but raw, like a wound I picked open every day. And no matter how many times I tried to stitch it shut, it bled again. She was the reason I believed. I murmured in something more, in a way out. And now, Dia asked, now, she's the reason I stopped. We sat in silence, watching the sun set over fields we once planned to escape, the dreams we buried with her memory. Do you think she'll ever come back? Dia asked, no. You still love her? Yes. Kunal shook his head. Man, that's messed up. I don't care, I said, because the day she vanished is the day I vanished too. Whatever's left, it isn't really me. Dia's eyes softened. Then maybe it's time to find yourself again. I looked back at the bench. No, I said, not until I find her. Top of the class again, huh? Dia handed me the certificate. Her smile too cheerful for the occasion. I took it without looking. Yeah, You could at least pretend to care. I shrugged. Grades don't matter. Not really. Maybe not to you, but they sure make Mom happy. She brags about you more than she breathes. Good for her. Dia sighed, flopping down beside me on the campus bench. You know, it wouldn't kill you to talk like a normal human sometimes. I'm not in the mood, Dia. You're never in the mood. It's been 5 years, Gahan. 5 years. I clenched my jaw, and maybe it's time you let someone in. I looked away. I'm fine. No, you're not. I stood up. I've got class. She called after me. You're just running from your past. One day it's going to catch up. It already had. Every night. Every damn dream. Later that evening, I sat alone in a cafe on the other side of the city. A place no one from college would come to. A place quiet enough for my thoughts to scream. The bitter coffee didn't help. Vihan. The voice sent ice down my spine. I knew it before I turned. I turned anyway. There she was. Arya. Older. Thinner. Her hair longer, darker. Curled around a face that looked like it hadn't smiled in years. She froze. Our eyes locked. And just like that, she ran. Wait. I stood, knocking over a chair. Arya, people stared. I didn't care. I ran after her. Out the door, into the street. But she was already gone. Gone. Again. I didn't sleep that night. The next morning, Dia noticed the dark circles under my eyes. Nightmares again? I didn't answer. You saw her, didn't you? I blinked. What? Arya, how the hell do you? I've seen the look before. You only get that haunted when she's involved. She looked broken. She broke you. I stared at the table. I thought I hated you. I told myself she never cared. She left you on your wedding day. Vihan. No call. No explanation. Nothing. I know what she did. Then why chase after her? I don't know. Yes, you do. I looked up. What if there's more to it? Dia crossed her arms. Don't start that again. You went through hell. Don't go looking for reasons to forgive her. I'm not trying to forgive. I exhaled, rubbing my temples. I need answers. Dia's tone softened. And what if you get them? Then what? I don't know. Maybe then I can finally move on. You never really moved forward, Gahan. You just paused. Everything about you froze the day she disappeared. She didn't disappear. She ran. Same thing. Silence. I saw in her eyes, Dia. She's hurting. She deserves to. No one deserves pain. She narrowed her eyes. Even the girl who destroyed you, even her. Dia stood. If you go looking for her, don't expect me to support it. I'm not asking for your support. I'm your sister. I'm supposed to protect you. I don't need protection. I need the truth. Dia's voice dropped. What if the truth breaks you more than the lie did? I didn't have an answer. She left the room. And I sat there, staring at nothing. 5 years. I thought I buried her memory, but one glance, one broken look, and everything came rushing back. Love, rage, questions, and somewhere in the middle of it all, hope. Hope that maybe, just maybe, the past wasn't done with me yet. And neither was she. The second she turned the corner, I was right behind her. Wait! I shouted, my feet pounding the pavement. Just stop. She didn't let her breath hitch as she sprinted deeper into the alley. But I was faster. I grabbed her wrist and spun her around. Let me go, she cried, struggling to free herself. Please, just leave me alone. No. My voice was harsher than I intended. You don't get to run anymore. I'm not running, she said, yanking her hand from mine. I'm surviving. Surviving? I laughed bitterly. By destroying me? Her eyes glistened in the dim light. You don't understand. Then make me understand. I stepped closer. Why did you leave me that day? Why didn't you tell me anything? Why didn't you show up at the wedding? She looked down, lips trembling. I had no choice. No choice. I repeated, heart hammered. That's all you have to say? Her silence burned through me like acid. I gave up everything for you. I would have faced the world for you, and you just disappeared. I didn't disappear, she whispered, voice shaky. I was forced to. By who? I asked. Tell me. She looked around like the shadows might swallow her. Please, don't make this harder. I need the truth. Just once. Did you ever love me? She froze. Did you? My voice cracked. The silence stretched too long. Too painfully. I can't do this, she said, backing away. I moved in front of her, blocking the path. Don't lie to me. She looked up. Her eyes were wet. Her lips parted, but no words came. That's it, isn't it? I said, breath catching. You didn't. You never did. That's not true, she said quickly. Her voice broke. Then why? Because I didn't want you to get hurt, she finally screamed. Because staying would have killed you. What are you talking about? I was protecting you, damn it. From what? Who? She turned her back to me. Forget me. Just forget I ever existed. No, I said softly. You don't get to say that. You don't get to walk away again. She didn't respond. Just walked out of the alley like she was walking out of my life for the second time. I didn't follow her this time. Instead, I went home and sat in the dark. Her voice echoed in my ears. I had no choice. It didn't add up, so I started digging. I called Mrs. Kapoor, our old neighbor. Beta, I was wondering when you'd ask, she said, sighing. You always deserve the truth. What happened to her? Her pause was too long. After her father died, her stepbrother came to live there. Rago. Bad news. That boy. Arrogant. Controlling. I clenched my jaw. Controlling how? He took over everything. The house, the money. Treated her like a prisoner. I used to hear her shouting through the walls. Why didn't anyone stop him? She was scared, Beta, and alone. After her father passed, no one stood up for her. I felt a cold weight settle in my chest. Is he still there? I think so, Mrs. Kapoor said. He's made the house's empire now. I hung up and stared at the ceiling. So that's why she left. She thought walking away would keep me safe. She thought silence would protect me. But all it did was break me. And now I couldn't let it end like this. Not without a fight. Not without answers. Not without her. I waited at the corner cafe, hands trembling around my coffee. The seat across from me was empty, just like it had been for years. Then she walked in. Arya, same eyes, same walk, but different, broken in a way only I could recognize. She sat down, didn't speak at first, just looked at me like she was still deciding if I was real. I wasn't sure you'd actually come. I said, my voice lower than I expected. I almost didn't, she replied, eyes flicking the window. I shouldn't have. Then why did you? Because I'm tired of running. I swallowed the lump in my throat. You ran from me, Arya. No note, no explanation. You let everyone think. I know what they think. Her voice cracked. I let them think it. I needed them to. Why? My fists clenched on the table. Why did you disappear on our wedding day? Silence. Then softly. Because Raga told me he'd kill you if I didn't. I stared at her, stunned. What? He said, he'd ruin you, frame you, destroy everything you'd worked for. And I knew he could. He had the power, the money. You should have told me. And risk your life? Her eyes locked with mine. I couldn't, so I became the villain. I let you hate me. Damn, Arya. My chest felt like it would cave in. You think I wanted to hate you? It was the only way I knew you'd stay away from me. Why didn't you tell the police? Go to someone. I tried, she whispered. They were all on his payroll. Every time I made a move, someone warned him. He always stayed ahead. And all this time you suffered alone? She gave a bitter laugh. Not alone, just without me. I exhaled sharply. What did he do to you? She hesitated. Do you really want to know? Yes. Her fingers trembled as she reached for her glass. He followed me everywhere. Tracked my calls. Sent people after me. I had to move cities. Change names. I couldn't breathe without wondering if he was around the corner. I felt a sick twist in my gut. Why didn't you tell me now? Because you looked happy. Because I didn't want to drag you back into my mess. I was never happy, I said. Not after you left. She looked down. I waited for an explanation. For anything. I thought I wasn't enough. I thought I failed you. No, she said quickly, meeting my eyes again. You were everything. That's why I did it. And now, I don't know. I don't even know who I am anymore. You're still Arya, I said, almost to myself. Am I? Her voice was soft. I'm not the girl who used to dream about our future. I'm not the one who laughed along. She died that day. I don't believe that. I said, I see her right now. A tear slipped down her cheek. I'm sorry, she whispered. I'm sorry, too, for not finding you, for believing the worst. I made you believe it. Doesn't mean it didn't hurt. Silence wrapped around us again. She wiped her tears. I don't expect forgiveness. I don't know if I can forgive yet, I said, truthfully, but I know something else. What? I still love you. She stared at me, lips trembling. Even now. Especially now. Her hand brushed mine. You shouldn't. I never stopped. Her eyes filled again, and for the first time, she didn't hide it. I'm scared, Uddy. So am I. What do we do now? I lean closer. We find a way to fight back. You don't know what he's capable of. Then it's time I find out. She hesitated. You could get hurt. I already was. Years ago, when I lost you, her silence said everything. Maybe nothing would ever be the same. Maybe we'd never get back what we had. But I'd fight. For her. With her. Until the end. You think I would notice? Dia's voice cracked through the hallway, like a whip. I froze halfway up the stairs. Notice what? Don't act dumb, Deshaun. I saw you. With her. I turned around slowly. So what? Dia stormed up, eyes blazing. So what? So what? You were holding her hand like she didn't rip your heart out and leave you for dead. You don't get it. No, I do. I get that you're falling right back into her trap. She didn't trap me. She left you at the altar, she shouted. She made you a joke in front of everyone who ever cared about you. I clenched my fists. You don't know the whole story. I know enough. I watched you break. I watched you stop eating, stop sleeping. I was the one dragging you off the floor when you couldn't move. Yeah, because you always need to be the savior, right? I snapped. Can't stand it when I make choices without your permission. Her face hardened. That's not fair. No, what's not fair is you pretending you're not jealous. Dia took a step back like I'd slapped her. Jealous? Yeah, you've always hated Arya. Admit it, you're not worried about me. You're angry she still has my heart. Silence. Say it, I pressed. Say you want her gone. Her lips trembled. I wanted her gone because she hurt you, because you deserved better. She was better. No, she was never enough. You just couldn't see it. I shook my head. Just leave me alone. Ishan. I said go. She stood there for a moment, eyes wet, then she turned and walked out. The silence after her footsteps faded was worse than the shouting. Later, I sat on the bench outside the gym, head down, phone dead. I didn't hear Kanal until he sat beside me. So, he said, you and Dia fought. I didn't reply. He leaned back. He said some things he didn't mean. Yeah. Want to talk about it? No. He exhaled slowly. You're angry. I get it. But you're not seeing straight. I'm fine. No, you're not. You're lost in pain, and it's making you push people away. I didn't ask for advice. You need to. You think chasing Arya will fix you? I just want answers. And hurting Dia gets you there, Hal. I didn't mean to hurt her. But you did. She stayed. Ishan. When everything fell apart, she stayed. I looked away. Kanal's voice softened. Sometimes pain blinds you. Makes you aim at the wrong people. You're swinging at the ones holding you up. I swallowed hard. I said she was jealous. He raised an eyebrow. Was she? I don't know. Maybe. But that wasn't the point. Then what was... I closed my eyes. I think I just wanted to hurt someone, because I'm still bleeding inside. Kunal nodded. I get it, but she's not your wound. Don't treat her like one. I stare at my hand. I should apologize. You should, but only if you mean it. I do. He stood. Then go say it, before the pain makes you lose someone else who actually loves you. I watched him walk away, and for the first time that day, I felt like I could breathe. The smell of antiseptic hit me before I even stepped inside. The hospital walls were cracked, paint peeling like old memories. My shoes echoed through the corridor, each step louder than the last. I spotted her sitting alone, head down, wrists hidden beneath long sleeves. She didn't see me until I was almost right in front of her. Arya? Her head jerked up, eyes red, lips trembling. Why are you here? I could ask you the same. I sat beside her, careful not to touch her yet. This place, what's going on? She glanced at the door marked therapist. Nothing. I just needed to talk to someone who's not you. That stung. You couldn't talk to me? I didn't want you to see me like this. Like what? I asked gently, like someone barely holding on. She turned her face away. You remember me laughing at the world, don't you? Always acting like nothing could break me. Yeah, I remember. She scoffed under her breath. Funny, I've been broken for years. My breath caught. Aya? She rolled up her sleeves slowly. Faded scars lined her wrists, pale against her skin. Some old, some not so old. I tried once, she said, voice small. And then again, but I stopped. Not because I got better, but because it didn't work. I reached for her hand. Why didn't you tell me? Because I didn't want to drag you into my darkness. I'm already in it, I said. With you? She shook her head. No, you're light, and I'm everything that ruins it. You don't ruin anything. You don't know what it's like, waking up every morning wondering why you're still here. I tightened my grip on her fingers. I don't know, but I want to. Tears welled up in her eyes. You shouldn't want me. Not like this. I leaned in. You're the only one I ever wanted. Her breath hitched. I'm not who I was. You know, that girl you loved, she's gone. Then let me love the one who's here. She broke, shoulders shaking, tears running freely. I've been so tired. Every day pretending. Every day lying. Telling everyone I'm okay when I'm not. I walk past mirrors, and I don't even recognize myself. I pulled her close, wrapping my arms around her. You don't have to pretend anymore. Not with me. Her sob grew louder, more raw. She buried her face into my chest, soaking my shirt. Why are you being so kind? Because I still see you, even through the cracks. I don't deserve this, she whispered. Maybe, but you're getting it anyway. Her hand clutched at my sleeve. It's not fair to you. What's not fair is you thinking you're alone. I pushed everyone away. I wanted to disappear. But you didn't. You stayed. And that means something. She pulled back just enough to look at me. What if I fall again? Then I'll catch you. Every time. Her lips trembled. I want to believe you. Then do. Just this once. Silence. Heavy, but not empty. Finally, she said, the therapist, he told me healing isn't linear, that some days will feel worse than the day I wanted to end it. He's right. I told him I was scared to live. Isn't that pathetic? No, that's brave. She gave a weak laugh. I think I forgot how to live. Then we'll relearn together. She rested her forehead against mine. Promise me something? Anything. If I forget why I'm here, remind me someone cares. I'll remind you every day. Her arms wrapped around my neck, not in desperation, in trust. I missed this, she murmured. So did I. For the first time in what felt like forever, we sat there without saying anything more. And it wasn't silence out of fear or sadness. It was peace. Even broken pieces fit somewhere. Today, they fit in my arms. Ishan, slow down. Breathe. Kunal said, gripping my shoulders. What happened? I found the USB. I whispered. All the evidence. Her messages with Rago. The bank transfer. Everything. Kunal's eyes widened. You sure it's real? I triple-checked. She knew about the deal. She warned him days before we crashed. And Rago. He wired money to an offshore account under her name. Damn. He rubbed his face. So it wasn't just betrayal. It was a setup. I don't know what hurts more. I muttered, sitting on the edge of the bed, that she lied, or that I believed every word she ever said. She played you, but now we play her back. I looked up at him. You'll help me? Of course. I told you you're like a brother. You'll bring her down. His words steadied me. For a moment, I felt the ground beneath me again. But that moment didn't last long. That night, I couldn't sleep. My mind kept replaying everything. Her laugh, her touch, the way she'd whisper my name like I was her world. All of it poisoned now. I got up, pacing the hallway like a ghost. That's when I heard it. He bought it. Hook, line, sinker. Samir's voice. My blood froze. No, he still trusts Kunal. But the files are in his room. Shouldn't be hard to copy them. A pause, then a chuckle. Rago, I told you, I've got this. He's too emotional. Always was. I step closer, heart pounding. I'll drop the flash drive at the old mill tomorrow. We'll wire the rest of the money after that, yeah? I didn't wait to hear more. I pushed the door open. Samir turned, phone still in hand. His smile vanished. You were talking to Rago. I said, not a question. A death sentence. Ishan, don't lie. He sighed and slid the phone into his pocket. You always were too curious. How long? Does it matter? He said, leaning against the desk like this was casual. Yes. He looked me dead in the eye. Since before your wedding, before she left you. You knew. I whispered. You knew what she was doing. And you said nothing. I tried, he said, voice rising. But you were too blinded by her. You would have defended her no matter what. You were my cousin, my family. And she was ruining you, he snapped, dragging you into her game, sucking the life out of you while you smiled like a damn fool. I took a step closer. So you spied on me for him, the one who destroyed my company, my life. You needed to wake up. You think this is some twisted invention? I think someone had to stop you from drowning. My fist clenched. You don't get to justify betrayal with concern. She made you weak. I trusted you, I said, voice shaking. You were the one person I thought would never turn. Samir's expression didn't change. You were never built for this world, Sean. You're too soft, too emotional. I felt it then, something burning in my chest, something raw and unfiltered, rage. You don't know me. Oh, I do. I know exactly who you are. The guy who still dreams about saving the girl who stabbed him in the back. I didn't even realize my fist had moved until I felt his jaw under it. The crack, the stumble, the sound of betrayal being answered. He staggered back, holding his face. You hit me? Yeah, I said, breathing hard. And I'm just getting started. You've lost it. No, I finally found it. He looked up, blood at the corner of his mouth. What now? Gonna beat the truth out of me. I already have the truth. He laughed. So what? You'll tell everyone? Go ahead. No one's gonna believe a broken man clinging to old files. You really think I haven't planned for this? His face faltered. I have copies, I said. Safe places. Trusted people. You give Rago that drive, it won't matter. The truth's already moving. You think you're clever. No, I think I'm tired of being played. Samir straightened. You've changed. You helped. He walked to the door, pausing before stepping out. She'll still ruin you, one way or another. She already did. I muttered, now it's my turn. The door closed behind her. I stood alone, heart pounding, hand shaking. For the first time since she left, I didn't feel pain. I felt fury, and I was ready to burn. My phone buzzed. Unknown number. I picked it up anyway. Hello. Come alone. No police. No one follows. We end this tonight. Raghav, my grip tightened. You wanted answers, didn't you? I'll give them. But only if you're alone. He hung up. Arya rushed in. You okay? You look pale. It was him. Her eyes widened. What did he say? He wants to meet. Alone. No, she grabbed my arm. That's a trap. He could hurt you. I need to end this. Please, she whispered. Please don't go. I have to. Why? Her voice cracked. Why do you keep throwing yourself in the fire for people who keep bringing you? Because this ends with me. Not you. I left before she could stop me again. The warehouse was silent. Empty. Shadows stretched like claws across the floor. You came. Raghav said, stepping through dark. Where's your backup? I scanned the room. Didn't need one. You're predictable. What do you want? He smiled. You want her? You can have her. But walk away now. From all of this. From her. From revenge. From justice. Just disappear. That's not happening. Think about it. He stepped closer. You walk away and I vanish. No threats. No blood. Peace. There's no peace in letting monsters walk free. He shrugged. Then maybe you're not the hero she thinks you are. I clenched my fist. You hurt her. You destroyed lives. And you think choking me out will fix it? He grinned. Go ahead. Try. Something in me snapped. I lunged, slamming him into the wall. He pulled a knife. I caught his wrist, twisted hard. The blade clattered to the floor. You'll think I won't? I hissed. Do it, he spat. You're already halfway to being me. I pressed my arm against his throat. He gasped, his eyes wild, scared. I stopped. I let him go. He collapsed, coughing, staring at me like I was a monster. I'm not like you, I said. I don't need blood to win. You could have ended me, he wheezed. No, I want you to suffer. The right way. I stepped back. You'll lose everything. Every lie, every stolen deal, every connection. I'll burn it all legally. You think the law scares me? It will when it's all you have left. He laughed, bitter and broken. You don't have the power. Watch me. I turned to leave. Wait, he shouted. You walk out now, this war doesn't end. I looked over my shoulder. It already did. You just don't know it yet. I stepped into the night. My chest heaved, but not from fear, from control, from choosing to be better. And I swore he'd never hurt her again. The room feels colder than it should, as Arya sits on the edge of bed, her hands fidgeting in her lap. I can see the weight of her words sitting heavy on her shoulders, like she's been carrying something far too long. You don't have to tell me if you're not ready, I say, trying to give her space, though my voice betrays the urgency in my chest. I've been waiting for this moment. But now that it's here, I don't know if I'm ready for the truth. Arya's eyes flipped to mine, then dropped to the floor. She takes a shaky breath, like she's steeling herself for something massive. Her voice cracks, and she clears her throat, trying again. I'm not the person you think I am. I swallow hard, leaning forward. What do you mean? She doesn't answer immediately, just clenches her fist so tightly her knuckles turn white. I watch her fight herself before she finally speaks again. Her voice soft, almost like she's apologizing for the words she's about to say. I was abused, she whispers, her eyes darting away, by someone I trusted. I freeze. Those words hit me like a punch, like I wasn't prepared for the depth of what she's saying, but I can't let her see my shock. I can't. Arya, I reach for her hand instinctively, but she pulls it away, curling her fingers into a tight ball against her chest. I thought death was the only way out. I thought I was trapped, like there was no escape from the pain. Her voice trembles, and I feel my heart break for her all over again. But then you came back into my life, and everything changed. My chest tightens, and I'm not sure what to say, so I say the only thing that comes to mind. Arya, She interrupts. shaking her head, her eyes glistening with unshed tears. I was so broken, so lost, I didn't even recognize myself anymore. I didn't think I could be saved. Her voice shakes with the weight of the confession. But then, when I saw you again, when I heard your voice, when you looked at me the way you did, I realized something. For the first time, I felt like I had a reason to live. I can't breathe. My heart is pounding in my chest as her words sink in. I suddenly want to take all her pain away. I want to fix everything to make her feel safe. I promise, Arya. I say, my voice thick with emotion, you don't have to face this alone. Not anymore. I'll be here every step of the way. Her eyes flick to mine again, searching, like she's trying to figure out if I mean it. And I do. I mean it more than anything. She finally lets go of the breath she's been holding, her shoulders sagging as if she's been holding it the way of the world, and finally decided to put it down. She reaches for my hand this time, and I hold it tightly, not letting go. I'm scared, she admits softly, her voice small. But I trust you. I want to try. I want to live. For real this time. I give her a gentle smile, my thumb brushing over her hand. Then we'll take it one day at a time. Together, her lips quiver, and she looks at me like she's never looked at anyone before, like I'm the only person in the world who understands. Together, she repeats, her voice steadier now. And in that moment, I realize something that I've known deep down all along. She's not alone anymore. Neither of us are. I never expected it to feel like this. Not like this at all. The sound of sirens echo in my mind, a constant reminder of the storm that's finally hit. Rago. My hands shake as I watch him, handcuffed and being dragged out of the house. My house. I should feel victorious, relieved even, but instead, all I feel is a deep, suffocating silence. Is this really happening? Dia's voice is small, shaky, almost as if she's in disbelief. She's standing beside me, staring at the scene with wide eyes. I turn to her, my voice cold. Yes, it's happening. I never thought, I knew something was off, but she trails off, her eyes now cast downward. She looks so small, like the weight of the truth is breaking her. I know, I say softly. You weren't the only one who doubted. There's a pause, but it's not uncomfortable. It's as if we both understand that words can't undo what's been done. Dia, in her guilt, takes a step toward me, her hand hesitating in the air before she finally places it on my shoulder. The gesture is strange, distant, like she's unsure if I'll accept it. I'm sorry, she says quietly, the apology hanging between us like a fragile thread. I should have trusted you. I don't know what to say. My heart feels too full of contradictions. I want to forgive her, but the sting of her doubt still lingers deep. Before I can respond, a voice cuts through the tension. I can't believe this is happening. Samir, his face is pale, eyes frantic. You're really doing this, huh? He stands across from me, his body tense, fists clenched. I can feel the anger radiating off him, and I know what he's thinking. His family, our family, they've disowned him because of Rago. Everything he's ever known is falling apart, and I don't have a heart to tell him it's too late for apologies now. Samir, I begin, my voice steady but distant. This is bigger than us, than family. Than family? He spits, his voice rising. You think I don't know that? You think I don't know what's at stake? I don't want to fight, I say. Try to keep calm. But inside, the anger is rising. Raga betrayed us all. Your father made his choice. I made mine. Yeah, well, I didn't get a choice. Samir shouts. His eyes are wild, and I can see the pain written all over him. I didn't want any of this. I know, I reply quietly. But sometimes we don't get choices. Sometimes things happen and we have to face them, and we face them alone. A tense silence falls between us, and I feel like we're worlds apart. I turn away, unable to look at him anymore. I need to breathe. I need space. I need to think. I'm not going anywhere, Kanal says, his voice calm as always. He steps in beside me, putting a reassuring hand on my back. You're not alone in this. I glance up at him, feeling the warmth of the support. It's like the ground beneath me is finally steady again, the uncertainty fading away, replaced with something I never thought I'd feel: peace. I don't know what to do with all of this. I admit the weight of it all crushing down on me. You don't need to do anything, Kanal says simply. You've done enough. Justice is happening, and you're not responsible for how it looks. You're only responsible for being here, for surviving it. I stare at the scene unfolding in front of me. Rago's been taken away. The chaos is settling. But inside, the healing has just begun. It doesn't feel like justice. Not like I imagined. There's no satisfaction in it, no triumph. Instead, there's just quiet. And for the first time, I understand what healing really means. It's not about revenge. It's about the stillness that follows a storm. The door creaks open, and I step into Arya's new apartment. The place still smells of fresh paint and the faint scent of cardboard boxes. I see her sitting by the window, a cup of tea in her hands. She doesn't look up, but I can tell she knows I'm here. Hey, I say softly, closing the door behind me. She looks over her shoulder and smiles, though it's still a little hesitant. Hey! I walk over and sit beside her. There's a quiet comfort in the way she's settled into this new space, like she's finally starting to breathe again. How's everything going? I ask, my eyes scanning the room. It's sparse, still missing a lot, but there's something about it that feels like it's becoming hers. Slowly, she replies, her voice quiet but steady. But it's good. It's mine. I nod. That's a good feeling. I pause for a moment, my fingers drumming against my knee. I'm glad you're here. Arya takes a deep breath, her fingers gripping the cup tighter. I didn't think I'd make it here. After everything, I didn't know if I could start over. I get that. I say, I felt that too. But we're here now, right? She turns to face me fully, her gaze meeting mine for the first time tonight. Are you sure? About us. I know what she means. She's been asking that for weeks now, but I haven't been able to answer right away. I don't think either of us has had the right words. But now, as I look at her, the weight of it all seems lighter. I'm sure, I tell her, my voice steady. I forgive you, Arya, and I forgive myself. Her eyes flicker with emotion, but she doesn't speak right away. She just nods, looking down at her hands. Do you? She asks, barely above a whisper. I lean forward, my eyes never leaving hers. I do. I'm not saying it's all perfect, but I've let go of what I've been holding on to. We're not rushing anything. We're rebuilding one step at a time. She exhales a breath she's been holding. I don't know if I deserve your forgiveness. You don't have to deserve it. I'm doing it for me too. I say, I don't want to carry all that anger anymore. I don't want to live with it. We're both trying to move forward. That's enough for me. For a moment, the room is quiet, just the soft of the city outside. I can feel her eyes on me again, but I don't turn to face her yet. There's something calming about this, about not needing to rush through words or action. Thank you, she says finally, her voice thick, for everything. I glance at her, and this time, her smile feels different. It's not a perfect smile, not yet, but it's real, and for the first time in a long while, it feels like the beginning of something that could last. Let's just take it one day at a time, I say, my voice low but firm. We'll figure it out. I like that, she replies softly. One day at a time. I nod and settle into a chair beside her. We don't say anything for a while. The silence isn't uncomfortable, though. It's like we both finally accepted that it's okay to take things slowly, to let the past be the past and build something new from here. And for once, I believe it, that we sit on the rooftop, the night stretching out around us like a blanket. The stars twinkle above, as if they're trying to speak to us. But all I can hear is the soft rhythm of our breathing. My arm is around her, pulling her close. She's resting her head on my shoulder. And for the first time in what feels like forever, everything is quiet. The world around us fades away. It's just her and me. Suspended in this moment, I glance at her, watching the way the moonlight catches the strands of her hair. Her eyes are closed, but I know she's awake. I know, because I can feel the tension in her. The hesitation that's been hanging around for so long. She lets out a deep sigh, and it's like the weight of everything we've been through is finally starting to settle. Thank you, she whispers, her voice barely above a breath, for not giving up on me. Her words hang in the air, heavy with meaning, and I don't know how to respond at first. I should say something, anything. But all I can do is let the silence linger. I shift slightly, adjusting so I can look at her better. She's not looking at me, her face still buried in the crook of my neck. But I can feel her breath warm against my skin, steady and familiar. You ran away to protect me. I say, my voice quiet but firm. Now I'll protect you, even from yourself. She stiffens slightly at my words, her body tensing as if bracing for impact. I can feel her inhale sharply, but she doesn't pull away. She doesn't have to. I don't know if I can let you, she says, her voice raw, fragile. I don't know if I'm worth protecting. I feel her heart in those words, the doubt that still lingers in her chest. It's the same doubt that's been haunting me, too. But I've come to realize something in all this. Love is never easy. It's never clean, never simple. But it's real. And the only thing that matters now is that I'm here. I'm here, and I'm not going anywhere. You don't have to be perfect for me to protect you. I reply, my words firm but soft. You never did. She's quiet for a long time, the weight of my words settling between us. But eventually, she shifts, turning just enough to look at me. Her eyes are wide, searching, almost as if she's looking for something in me that she hasn't found before. I don't deserve you, she says, her voice barely a whisper. I shake my head before she can go any further. You don't have to deserve anything. You don't have to prove anything. Not to me. Her eyes flicker with something. Relief, maybe, or hope. I don't know. But I see it, and for a brief moment, I can almost feel the walls she's built around herself crumbling. But they don't disappear completely. I know that. It's not that simple. It never will be. I'm not going anywhere. I tell her again. I'll be here, no matter what. She finally looks at me, her gaze steady, and for the first time in what feels like forever, I see the vulnerability in her eyes. She's not hiding it, not pretending to be stronger than she is. She's just here, with me. I want to believe you, she whispers, but I don't know if I can. I'll help you, I promise, every step of the way. She gives a small nod, then presses her lips against my shoulder, just for a moment. It's not a kiss, not really, but it's something. It's enough. And that's when it hits me. The truth I've been trying to ignore for so long. Love isn't perfect. It isn't the fairy tale I imagined when I was younger. It's not the easy thing I thought it should be. But it's real. It's raw. It's painful. And right now, in this moment, it's exactly what we need. I trust you. I say, almost without thinking. Her eyes meet mine again, and there's a softness there, something fragile yet strong. Do you really? I nod, quiet certainty rising in me. Yeah, I do. For a long while, we sit in silence, the weight of those words hanging between us. But it's not uncomfortable. It's not filled with doubt or fear. It's just us, and maybe that's enough. For now. I never thought I'd feel this safe again, she murmurs, her voice barely audible in the stillness of the night. I smile just a little. You don't have to be scared anymore. She leans into me again, resting her head back on my shoulder. The world outside this rooftop, outside this moment, doesn't matter. All that matters is here. All that matters is her. I trust you too, she whispers. I don't say anything after that. There's no need to. Her words speak louder than anything I could say. In the quiet of the night, as we sit together under the stars, I know this is where I'm meant to be. This is where I want to be. And somehow, despite everything, I finally feel like we might just have a chance at something real.